Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah and in today's tutorial I want to show you how you can fix a drop stitch in stockinette stitch with crochet hook or without crochet hook. If you want to jump to any specific point in the video, I did include some timestamps in the description down below. Let's take a moment and look at our drop stitch closely. We have here all these strands of yarn running above the drop stitch. In knitting, this is called ladders, and in order to pick up our stitch, we need to pull our drop stitch through all these ladders. So at the bottom, there is our drop stitch. And when we pick up the stitch, we want to make sure that we don't twist it. So let me show you how you can see that this stitch is not twisted. You can use a spare knitting needle to pull this loop bigger. And then when you look at this loop on your needle, you can see that there is the right side or the right leg from the loop and the left leg. We want to bring it onto our crochet hook from front to back so that the left leg is facing to us and the right leg is facing to the back. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, don't hesitate and reach out to me. So the next step is to find the first letter. The first letter is directly above the crochet hook. I like to orientate myself on the left side because I think it's just easier to spot there. So with our crochet hook, we are going underneath this letter or from behind like this, and then we are pulling this yarn strand through the loop on the hook to create our first knit stitch. So let's work another one. Find the letter that is directly above the loop and then with the crochet hook come from behind to pick this yarn strand up and then pull it through the loop on your hook to create another knit stitch. As you can see, we have already created 2 knit stitches. So let's work the next one. Find the letter that's directly above the loop and pick it up from behind and then pull it through your loop on your hook to create the next stitch. And the final one. This yarn strand can feel a little bit looser, but don't worry, it will even out later. So, and when we have picked up all the letters, we are simply going to slip our loop from behind back onto our knitting needle. When you slip it the other way, it will be twisted. So, and this is how you can pick up a drop stitch in stockinette with a crochet hook. But what if we did lose our crochet hook or we simply forgot it at home? Let me show you real quick how you can fix your stitch without a crochet hook. So I did drop my stitch on purpose here. And as you can see, I have my 3 letters and my drop stitch. With my right knitting needle, I pick up this drop stitch from front to back, like this. Then with my right needle, I'm coming underneath my yarn strand and bring it onto my knitting needle like this. With my left knitting needle, I'm pulling my loop over the yarn strand like this to create a knit stitch. See the knit stitch here. Let me show you again. Find the next letter. I'm orientating myself at the left side because it's easier to spot there. Then with my right knitting needle I come underneath this yarn strand, and with my left knitting needle I pull my loop over the yarn strand to create another knit stitch like this. And for the last and final strand, with my right knitting needle I come underneath this yarn strand, and with my left knitting needle I pull the loop over the yarn strand. And then I'm bringing the loop from my right needle to the left needle like this. So by now I have fixed the same stitch twice, and you can see that it looks really nice and tidy, and when you block your work you won't see anything. So I hope this video tutorial was helpful to you and gave you enough confidence to fix your drop stitches. When you liked my tutorial, I would be really happy if you gave a like or a comment or subscribe to my channel. I wish you all the best. Until next time. Bye!